Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Eden Crafters. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So last episode, we got the train set up so we could get graphite out to the shoreline and make something. I don't know, I've forgotten what it was. I did figure out though that whatever it was I was making, I could make it. Well, it was being crafted really slowly. Oh, catalytic converters, that's what it was. But I figured out I could run 3 or 4 different graphite refiners, whatever they're called, or carbon refiners, off from what was being dropped off by the train. So I set 4 of them up. They run out of graphite before the train comes back, but not long before the train comes back. We're going to be right around here somewhere. Okay, it's that. Actually, nope, right here. Right here. Okay, actually, can I... Yeah, let's just set this right up here. I want to start doing a little terraforming here too. But we've got... The next thing we want to do was amethyst alloy. We've got amethyst right there, and we've got copper right here. Got more copper and stuff down there too. So I'm going to set up right here, which sadly is out of range of the power plant I built back there, but it's not a big deal. I can go ahead and build some more. So let's go ahead, first things first here. And we're going to put out a water purifier. Actually, let's put a few of these out. Let's come on down here a ways. I don't know how far apart is appropriate for these. I think I'll do that right over here. Yeah, right about here looks good. This little promontory or whatever you want to call it. Okay, another water purifier there. And we'll put one down by the amethyst when we get down there to do that. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and set up a little bit of terraforming here. Should be water pump and ground fertilizer and area fertilizer and of course a greenhouse to make all that work. And then we'll get the copper set up. But I tell you, this copper, between the color matching the ground and everything and so many other little black rocks, it really is disguised here. I need... Oh, I may have screwed myself up here forgetting things. I'm going to put a little shack right here. And we're going to put a assembling bench in here. Okay, what do I need to make batteries? Okay, I've got the stuff for that. That was one thing I forgot that I thought I might have screwed up. I got wheels being created now, so we can make vehicles anywhere now without having to first grab stuff. I forgot I can't walk away from this while I'm crafting. They really need to set these up so we can queue stuff up and then walk away from them. So you spend so much time, especially early game, just staring at this stupid screen. Okay, so get our batteries here. Yeah, and I'll set up a garage here for this to recharge too. All right, where is our copper again? I think he's over that way somewhere. Where is our copper? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say we had a copper here a moment ago. There we go, tagged it. I see it. Yeah, there we go. It raised it up to the terrain I was setting. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I think it depends on the particular resource you're looking at. Some resources, if you lower the land, they'll just sit there and hang in the air, and others will drop down to ground level. Why they don't all behave the same way, I don't know. Alright, cool. So we got this set up. Can I get out here? Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong button. Let's make my garage real quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay, and then we'll walk in here, grab some air, and set up a charging station. There we go. And yes, I built a little thermal power plant there. It doesn't get us very much, but it is reaching all the way down to that other one we did. Actually, let's take this with us. And we'll drive down here to where our amethyst is. Hopefully, we won't use up too much battery doing this. I mean, driving down here. I think that's our amethyst right there, isn't it? Yeah, that certainly looks like it. Okay, let's start flattening around here. Oh, and I just destroyed some diamonds. Don't be destroying Growler. You just destroyed another one of Growler's diamonds. Well, good morning, Growler. I see the prospect of losing money wakes you up. Wakes most people up, except you. Alright, so... I didn't set up the copper, did I? You know what? Instead of running we already got... Holy cow, we got a redwood down there. I was shocked we already had trees. I didn't think that actually would reach all the way down to that. Let's run this over there to the copper, since that's where I got my garage and everything. So we'll do this the other way around. Let's get this guy out. And let's put this right here. And we're just doing raw gems. You know, the heck with it. I'm going to put high-speed ones on here. Even though we probably don't need high-speed ones. But, otherwise it just takes so long for things to get down there. You notice I don't even have the tier 1 belts on here anymore because, why? I've got a pretty much infinite supply of the materials for the other two. Okay, let's stop right here and come back and get this guy. Okay, come on. Sometimes the controls on anything that fly in this game are odd. Very odd. Okay. And then we'll go over here. I'm going to actually try to keep this a little closer to the wall here. Or closer to the rocks, or whatever you want to call it. And of course the sun is going down. I guess we can put this away now. We're done flattening things. Yeah, my intent had been to run the copper stuff down there, but since I forgot to do the copper stuff. Yeah, if you try to increase altitude on this or a spaceship, at the same time you're going forward, you dive. Which makes 0 sense. Alright. So this we can quit right here. And then we're going to get a bite to eat. I don't want you here. Any other trees in the way? I don't think... This forest just appeared out of nowhere, it seems like. It just zipped up so fast. Really, really freaky. I'm going to put this tree right up here. There. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, let's see. We are doing amethyst alloy. Let's hit the right button here. Amethyst alloy. So yeah, raw and then ingots. Okay. Just want to make sure I had the right stuff. You're never the right stuff. Thank you, Growler. That's so kind of you to say. Growler wasn't saying anything nice. Yeah, I know, Growler. That was sort of the point. That's why I was saying that in a sarcastic tone. And I'm just going to put a high speed on here. I don't know if... Yeah, I think the high speed works nicely with that. Okay, so we've got our copper ingots being made. this. Let's see, where do we want to put this stuff? You know, let's get the vehicle out again and flatten a little bit more area. I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to take this level here and just look at another diamond. I didn't get rid of that one. Stop wrecking Growler's vehicles. I didn't really mean to smash that into things. Okay, that's good. All right, let's go ahead and put a warehouse right here. Wait, let's get rid of these trees first. That way we can replant them somewhere else. Although I don't know why we want a dead tree. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're going to put that right there. Alright, that's placed pretty perfectly. And then in front of it, we will place our assembler. With its output facing there. I don't think we're going to be doing anything else right here, so I'm not too worried about blocking things. Okay, I think that'll work. Then we'll use the tier 2 belt for the output, because that, I'm sure, is not going to be terribly fast. Go ahead and disassemble that. And then we can go... Oh, and there's a break in it somewhere because we do not have any amethysts here. I've noticed sometimes, even though you connect this stuff together, it doesn't actually work. So somewhere along here... Yeah, oh, right here. These never actually connected properly. So that was my mistake there. That wasn't a problem. But sometimes you'll connect them up like I just did here, and it still won't work. These things will just come to that point and stop. I think it's also weird how you move faster than the items actually on the belt. Let's take our ship over here. Maybe you should put a landing pad down here. Probably a good idea, Growler. Let's do that while I'm thinking about it. You should thank Growler for remembering this stuff for you. I thought I did sort of thank you, but okay, yeah, sure, Growler. Thank you for remembering this stuff for me. That is not flat. We'll get the steamroller out, and I'll do that in a bit. Okay, let's get our copper down here now. Ooh, I do not want to go through that either. Do not want to go through the side of my vehicle. Why they created a hook instead of doing 90-degree turns, I don't know. I think that's something they're working on. This tree is definitely in the way. Got some trees to replant. Alright, so now we've got amethyst and copper coming into here. And there we go. So our... What's that called again? Radiation isolant. Oh, we need... Oh, no, that's... I'm an idiot. Although doing the radiation isolant is would probably be a good idea, too. We're not doing radiation isolant here. We're doing the alloy. Oh, God. I can't believe I have oxygen here already. That's just so amazing. Fix that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to put the alloy into this. So we need the alloy. And I am going to have to... I have this shelter and everything right in the way. What was I thinking when I put this here? Okay. So actually, let's back this up a bit. I want to put this further back away from the warehouse. All right, that's good enough for now. So let's put this back here a bit further so we can do some other work here and get water a little bit more easily too. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Looks pretty good. Now we'll do this. Connect the output to that. Then we'll grab this and bring it all the way down here. Oops, too close. And of course, it would figure I have a tree in the way again. Am I just going around that tree? I think I am, but I'm going to get rid of it anyways. If I can hit the right button. Alright, now we can go ahead and bring... Let's get rid of this one too. Now we go ahead and bring the amethyst in. See what I mean? I was trying to go high and... Or I was trying to climb and... go forward at the same time. Yeah, I wish it would either do nice 90s or do sweeping curves, but not both. Right now it seems to do both. Are my amethysts coming? Yes, they are. Okay, there we go. So this... There we go. Amethyst there. And we'll put... Actually, I probably don't even need another pump. I probably just need to get something over here so I can... Let's get rid of you. Why did you get rid of just that elbow instead of everything? I'm going to raise the land here again. Okay. And we'll go ahead and raise this out here. I just want this up high enough where I can put a... Actually, I need to raise it behind this thing too. Behind the area fertilizer. There we go. That's better. All right. And I have a tree in my greenhouse. Isn't that where a tree is supposed to be? You're not growing through it, Growler. Goodness. Let's get rid of this one too. These things just sprung up and they're just in the way for everything. Okay, right there. And then the last one we'll put right here. And hopefully this is enough water for everything. It should be. These tier 2 pumps are pretty nice. They do a good job. Yep. It's using up pretty much all of it, but it's working now. Okay, so. Now our ally forge is working. Yeah, and look at that. We're zipping into the what you call it. Now what did we need? Let's go ahead and look at this again. Radiation isolate. We need osmium for that. Is there osmium around here? It's cobalt. That's osmium down there. Let's go down and have a look, I guess. I don't think that's it. Let's tag it. Ooh, this is really like right far around the corner and everything. I bet you that's it right there. That looks like it. And what did we need for this? We need osmium ingots. And I think this is needed for... Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just a regular one. Let's go ahead and set this up. Why are you not doing it? Oh, there's no power here. That's what the problem is. You know what? I know it's sort of dumb, but I'm going to go ahead and just build another one of these here. I know it's dumb that we're building these things everywhere, but I've got the materials to do it. It's not a big deal to build them now. And they give power all the time, so I'm just putting them everywhere. Okay, that is working now. So let's just go around all of this. There. And that's as far as I can go. Alright, let's set this up now. Got this going. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this right now. Actually, you know what? I probably should have... I'm just going to take all of this for right now. I'm going to... let's set this up right about here. So now is when we need this. So one side of this is going to be here. That's good enough. And I need a splitter. That's not how I want that. There we go. That's going to be interesting. Let's see if I can get my amethyst over here now. Or not my amethyst, my osmium over here now. Now my only problem is I do need to get this over all of this. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to grab this. Come on. Oh, the land is too high there. That's why I didn't want to do it. That was not where I wanted that one. Let's see. That's probably high enough. We can do that. Okay, so now we're going to... Let's use this. Bring this up to here. And then, can we bring this around and connect to that? I do believe that works. There. Into there. And the assembling machine will create the isolant. And then finally, I guess we'll use the slower one for the output here. there. Hey, why are you not outputting anything? Oh, the osmium ingots are stuck. See what I was talking about? About sometimes they just stick for no reason? There we go. This thing is the slow boy now. Wow. That's going to have a hard time feeding two machines, but we are getting both now. All right. All I have to do is get my buildings rebuilt here, and I think we're all set. Replant these trees. Well, that's not going very efficiently. I think I'm going to have to find another spot where I've got copper and amethyst nearby so I can do the alloy separate. Well, I'll have to do alloy where we're doing it, but where I can have a separate one that's, instead of splitting that, so I'm storing alloy and using, you know, storing half of it and using the other half to make the isolant. I can just make the isolant there and then find someplace else to make just the alloy and store it. Because, well, I'll take it back. The alloy is working really good. Look at that. But the isolant, yeah, here we need the, you can see we've only got 82 of it, and it's been a few minutes. I did some poking around and stuff. One thing I need to do, and I don't know why I haven't done it. Did it just turn night suddenly? It was day when we arrived. And so I need to go around and just start placing sensors around the area. As you can see, well, I'm doing pretty decent. I don't know where I've put one over here. I must have put one down in here or something. You can see we're getting clear over here, but we're not scanning. Dang it. I hate that. It switches on you if you go too far, but we're not scanning anything down here or here or here or here. Here we're scanning. We're not scanning up here. I need to hit more of those areas so we can see what we have got to work with in those areas. So let's go ahead now and get this made. Oh, and we've got everything. All we needed was the isolant and the rubber belts, which we've had for a while. Oh, goodbye, spare battery. I loved you. But at least we have our shield generator now, or our radiation shield. Okay, and let's see. Now we need to build one of these guys. Here it is. I went past it. The only thing we are not auto-crafting is fast rotors. I'm going to have to find some place where I can set up a fast rotor production. The 12 that it shows there are the 12 I have in my inventory. We need to go see this. Okay. So we need to start reducing radiation by putting out a radiation absorber. Looks like there's an area right next to this lake here. I know I've run into it. I was exploring and passed into that area, and you got out very quickly when Growler started taking radiation. Growler's never going to have children now. I'm not sure that's a bad thing, Growler. So it must be right around here somewhere. So let's just mark this lake and head that direction. Go out here, I guess. What do I need here? I think I may have seen a radiation or a uranium or spot. So we'll get that taken care of. There we go. This way. I tell you, this video is going to be a bear to edit. I was not doing a very good job of editing as I went. Okay. Well, this haze does not look healthy, that's for sure. All right, let's sit down right here on this very slopey terrain. Can I find a flatter spot? This looks reasonably flat. There. Okay, so we're going to need power here, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and... Is there anything around here I don't want to disrupt? Yeah, there's really nothing here. Let's go ahead and we're going to need power first off. Let's put a power station right about here, I guess. put a power station right here on the coast of this. And then we will put this radiation absorber right down there. I guess we just wait for these guys to build now. Oh my goodness. The thing's not even completed yet, and it's pulling 1,000 megawatts. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we're going to need another power station here then. Okay, we'll just put it right next to this one, I guess. Let's put it right there. Let's see, and this is producing 650. Yeah, so 2 of them will be enough. What on earth? At least it's built now, but what on earth? What's with the gigantic rotating fan? Okay. That's not what I wanted. Well, we've got them built. Power plant should be built before too long. I'm just going to wait here long enough to see if this stuff's working. Okay. So, 2 power plants are putting out their full power, and the radiation thingy is working. I can't really see that it's making a huge... Oh, well, we can see what the progress is here. Cleanse at least 200 CI of radiations. I don't think that's the proper grammar for that. It is going up slowly. Up to 64. I don't know if we'll end up having to put something over in one of these areas or both of these areas in order to meet this goal, but at least it's running. Then we have an atmospheric control tower. What was the next objective here? Oh yeah, we need to find the uranium ore. I may have found some just by chance. Let's see if it's showing on the map. I hate that. You need to do something so when we mouse over that, and then it resets it, so you have to start over again. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Large uranium deposit. But we are out of time for today. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.